Hey everybody, what's going on? It is Saucy. I just got a new laptop, well, new to me. This is a ThinkPad 240. It is a pretty small laptop. It has a 10.4 inch display. It is part of the 200 series, which is the Asia Pacific laptops. Remember before the T series, X series, and W series, it was the 700 series was the main one. It was the 500 was the ultra portable, and I think the 300 was like the low end models, kind of like the R series or like Edge series now. But in Asia and those markets, they had super compact ones that were smaller than the 500 series, and this is one of them. This is the 240, as I said. I don't know what models really there is out there. There is a ThinkPad 220. There's the 235. There might be a 230 and there might be a 225, but I'm not too sure. This was made in June 1999. I wrote down some notes. This laptop is just it's a bit smaller than the ThinkPad 570. When you see this, the 240, you think the next laptop that came out that was pretty small was the X20, but actually I wouldn't say the X20 is a successor to this. This is the S31 over here. It has a similar design to the 240. These were again specific to Japan and Asia markets, and the X20 and the X30 they're everywhere, kind of like the 570 and the 560 and the 500 series in retrospect. Right here I have the 500, ThinkPad 500, one of the original models. It is a little bit, well, I mean, they're pretty, this is supposed to be small, like in 1990, I want to say this came out in 1993, maybe 1994. I'm not too familiar when the 500 came out. I should have researched online my notes, but I don't feel like looking at my notes right now. Anywho, this laptop, I just happened to get not the best one, but I got for the 240. This comes with a 400 megahertz Celeron processor, which is based off the Pentium 2 Dixon processor. I'm gonna cheat right here. The other processor you can get on here, oh, I didn't even write it down. You could get a, I forgot what it was, like a 300 and I think a 350 megahertz processor. I'm gonna be wrong on that, but whatever. 64 megabytes of RAM is soldered in or pre-installed on the computer. One thing I don't like about the new laptops is that RAM is soldered in or soldered in to the laptops, and it sucks that we can't upgrade them. But man, on older laptops, I find it as a good thing, because when you're buying an old computer, you might not have that RAM. And it's kind of like a nice thing to have like that RAM soldered in, because a lot of recyclers and gold miners, they'll take the RAM out. So, oh, it turned off. That's why I kind of like soldered in RAM, because then you can find out it works. Of course, if it goes bad, then you're kind of screwed. But this one's still working. I think this has 128 megabytes of RAM. I think the max might be 192 or 256. I didn't write down the notes. I'll find out later. But yeah, this guy's pretty sweet. After the 240, they came out with a 240X, and then they came out with the 240Z. Now, the 240Z, I can't really find much information about. I know about the 240X, and it's more common, but the 240Z is actually, I want to say it's rare, but it's very hard to find. And another one that is, I guess, well, I'm not too sure on the information on the 240Z, but there's also the I series version of the 240Z. I think it might be the successor to 240Z, but I don't know if you guys know, but the I series, they were basically made by, I believe they were made by Acer. Acer made laptops that had IBM's name on there. Interesting enough, LG did have a few rebrands, like an LG ThinkPad, or I think either it would say LG instead where IBM would be at. It would say LG, or on the bottom it will say LG ThinkPad. So that's something, that's kind of sweet. I don't know that much information. I'm not that like. I wish I could find more, but I don't proxy bid in Japan or Korea, so we're trying to for that matter. As we see here, it does have a pretty small keyboard. Since it's a Japanese layout, it is pretty tiny. The little space bar. It isn't as bad as the 235. I mean, this one is a lot more smaller. Struggling over here because I cannot lift, but yeah, this uses a standard battery. Oh, you guys see my notes? Whatever, I'm cheating. This laptop, I got it from I think she's a foreigner, but she had a pretty thick European accent. I don't know where she's from, but she got it from Japan, and she brought it here, I guess, when she moved here. And I actually seen this has been on our local or San Diego's Craigslist for a while. Might have been for like a year and a half, and yeah, I've seen it since I moved here, and it's the same ad, and like I just said, what the hell, might as well just check it out. I mean, I offered $30, and then she said, oh, you want a battery for $5? I was like, okay, sure. And then like I think she didn't have change for a 5, so I just gave her 40 because I only had 220. So paid $40 for this thing. I did check eBay, and I think this and an X20 sold together for, I want to say, $68 altogether. This isn't necessarily a rare or collectible in a sense. It's collectible since there's not that many of them. I wouldn't call that rare. It's kind of dumb. I mean it is rare in like a long sense. It is, but like it's not over here. It's rare. It's probably not uncommon in Japan, or in China, or in Korea, or in Hong Kong, which would be pretty sweet to get one of those over there. I mean, if I ever go there. However, over here, I guess it's rare, but as far as I know, this thing has Windows XP. There's some pretty cool. There's like an audio grabber tool or program in here. I didn't really check it out much, but there is a few programs on here, so I think that's pretty sweet. It uses regular batteries. It's kind of similar to. I don't want to say it's similar to the X20, but it's just kind of like the S. This is the S31 right here, but you have like your battery back here. Oh shoot! And this one has the battery, back there, kind of the same. You could have got a extended battery which protruded just like the other ThinkPads that we have nowadays. As far as anything else, I don't know. It's just a pretty cool little machine. I mean, I bought it because I wanted one. I really had no reason to get one. I guess to get it just to collect. Now, this computer, it is tiny, but I think the 701C is a bit smaller. One thing that's interesting about the old ThinkPads is that the inverter is actually right here. So that's kind of cool. Instead of it normally being right here, you have your inverter. It's up here. Old ThinkPads, they have pretty, I wouldn't say strange LCDs, but it's just interesting how they all came to be. Nowadays is a lot different. Nowadays the bezels are a lot more thinner. What else should I say? This thing works pretty good, I guess. It's running on battery power. I have another battery, but I don't know where I put it at. I lost it. I had an AC adapter with it. What it's worth, I don't know what it's worth because there was only that one computer that sold. Collectors, of course, are going to sell it for whatever. That's if you really want one. I want to say I've seen a few go for like $80 on eBay. I did see a ThinkPad a PowerPC 860 gets sold for under $100. It sold for like $60. And I couldn't believe it. Like, they didn't know what they had, and I wish I saw it when they had it, because I could have had one finally. But that's never gonna. Well, I'm not gonna say that's never gonna happen, but It's not gonna happen anytime soon. This is a Toshiba Portage, or I don't know how to say it, Portegi 3940 CT. This has Windows 2000. I actually lost the AC adapter on this guy, but form factor wise, very similar. Slightly smaller or thinner LCD bezel, but this has a Pentium 3, so it's a little bit newer. I guess I can't really compare them. I should bring out my, I don't know where it went, my X30 that I have, but yeah. So let's go ahead and zoom in on this thing so you guys can see a little bit closer. Time to boot this thing up. A little bit noisy. A little bit slow too. Nothing crazy. At least they're faster than the earlier models. They used to check for RAM. Now I think about it, this is actually, it boots up a little bit faster than my 770, to be honest. At least this whole screen. What sucks about this is that I'm gonna need to get a CMOS battery for it, but it's not really like a big deal. I think it actually uses like a similar, I think it uses like the same battery for like the T20, so that's a pretty cool thing. But yeah, so the keyboard does have some wear. I mean, this lady, you know, she used it, you know, to fucking use it. So there's all that. There's some little gunk over here. One speaker, kind of similar to the 600 series. Where did my notes go? Shit. Oh, great. Yeah. Let's see. Try to get it the best image. There we go. Oh yeah, and you can mess up the audio if you press FN up, down. For the most part it works. We got a little panda thing going on over there. Comes with Word and Excel, so this thing's ready to go. Woo! This is such a weird angle to use this thing. Let's see. You guys want to have my my information right here? Here we go. Let's go. Properties. You go, make sure you get that. Ultra speed, which is awesome. I wish I knew what that means, but it sounds pretty cool. Yeah, just Windows XP version 2002, Service Pack 1. I'm not too familiar with XP, but I don't believe it had that kind of things. I saw somebody wanted, when I was looking up, you know, research on, you know, on YouTube and on ThinkPad forums, somebody wanted these because they had like a certain single sound processor or something. To me, I just got it just to get it. Let's see if there's any. Let's see what programs there are. There's like this thing called Audio Grabber, but I'm not too sure what it does. I think you could like, oh, it looks like you could rip yeah, you could rip CDs, and then you could do MP3 free dub or free DB music player. Kind of cool. It's kind of neat going back, you know, back then and finding out what there is over here. Receiver games, just typical games, ACD systems, photo. Oh, this looks like some kind of like a music or no, image processing. We got Nero 6 Ultra. Ooh, we got some stuff, something called Total Commander. What the hell's that? Looks like it has something to do with US. Oh, I guess it could burn. burn things with them. Oh yeah, yeah. Looks like this makes stuff. So yeah, nothing really sweet or crazy here. No games yet. I'm not gonna. Oh my gosh, me naked for your eyes only. Okay, well we won't be going to find out what that is. That's kind of weird. I was gonna say you guys donate to me and I'll give you what it is, but that's so stupid. Let's see. So yeah, just a simple machine. Kind of speedy. I mean, it's not too bad. Let's see if I could recreate the sound. Yeah, you can make the sound nasty. That's something I just randomly. I was like, I booted it without the battery, and I was like, oh, it's the LCD is super dark, and so I was brightening the screen right when that happened, and yeah. So let's go ahead and open this thing up and see what we see.